Alright, I'm gonna do a video on rage tanking. I was on YouTube looking at some of the videos on there, and they're lacking to say the least. From at least that's my opinion. Alright, I haven't played the new DLC, but my CR's 303. I've played it as a rage tank for a long time, so it's not like I just started playing with this power. But this is my main loadout, that I use the most. There's powers you switch around depending on what you're doing. Like the chain's a single target, but if you're playing with another tank, you're gonna want to use the other single target if you want to pull another boss. But I'm gonna go over my loadout real quick, and this is a pool, multi-target pool, whatever, for ads or whatever. Rage bringer. This is your starts your rage mechanic, severe punishment, lacerating chain. It's your rage cancel, and it's also a single target pool. This power here, it significantly reduces rage crash, so if you mess up with this one, this will save your ass. And it also has some healing ability in it, as well as fervor. I think I pronounced that correctly, which gives you 45% of blocking without having to block. This power does that too, so by having the way I do my rotation, I always have that up. So I try to do knockbacks on the bosses, which is I haven't really heard too many people talk about that, but it's knocking back bosses is pretty important. So I got the Without Mercy, which is a pool. He pounds the ground. And then Redirected Rage, which is a shield. I'm gonna go through other stuff. This is my main loadout, so if you're just starting with this power, this is kind of what you're gonna want to be working with. I'm gonna get into switching some stuff out in a little bit, different stuff. Like right now, I'm gonna take this pool out because I'm gonna be messing with single bosses, so I don't need that. So I'm gonna put this hard light shield up in there, which is iconic power. The other shield's better, the Redirected Rage. I know everybody wants to see a little action, what you're talking about, whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna mess around with a few bounties and to show you how I do my loadout. I usually do the chain first, which you're probably better off doing. That's just the way I got used to doing it, but you're probably better off starting with Remorseless Recovery first and then going to the chain. You'll probably have a better chance of not having a problem with crashing at all. But that's just the way I was doing it. And I also get into I'll show you my white mods real quick, what I got. Absorption adapter on the weapon, energized evaporating chain on the head, fortified blocking on the neck, weakening field on the back, quick healing on the chest. No, there ain't nothing for the legs that I found usable, so I didn't even put nothing in the legs. Regenerative shielding on the hands, deadly block on the feet. Alright, and then for my artifacts, this is an old artifact right here. So, this one, this is the original tank artifact. The refractor or whatever. But, this one's changeable to whatever. And then I got Manacles of Force and Mystic Symbol of the Seven. I would say you would probably pretty much want to use these two, the Symbol of the Seven and the Manacles of Force. This one will be optional. They got, I don't know what new artifacts they came with this new DLC, but I know they got one. And then they got the whatchamacallit, I forgot what that other one was for Birds of Prey. There's one for Birds of Prey. It could also be used. It looks like I don't have it on him. I don't see it. Alright. Alright, nobody at this guy. I'm gonna go mess around with his ass a little bit, just so you guys can see my loadout, the way I use it. Also, like I said, the knockbacks are important. So, being able to not block a little bit is good. So I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna mess around with him a little bit, and we'll talk about some other loadouts as far as switching a few things around, and then the melee loadout is I wouldn't recommend it for anything that's current. That'd be more for messing around or lower level content or whatever. So I'm gonna play with him real quick. Alright, so I'm able to play around with him a little bit. So now I'm going to show you, I went over the white mods and my artifacts, so I'm going to show you, I'll show you some different stuff you're going to be switching around. Alright, this ain't this ain't what you're going to be using. Well, the majority of the time you're going to be using the pool for the ads. Another option is the breakout, depending on what kind of boss. The 8-player breakout, if you get a boss that's hurting your whole raid group or whatever. This is a power you could throw in somewhere. It doesn't have to be here. This could be taken out too, or this shield too. These three powers are gonna be your mainstays, pretty much. And your single target, which is, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this is it right here. So Rage Blast, that's your single target. So if you're playing with another tank and you're trying to separate bosses, you're gonna want to be using this. The chain is also a single target, but you need that to cancel your rage mechanic. That's your single target for splitting bosses. That's also a single target too. And then some people also use, like this power right here. I talked about how it significantly reduces rage crash. Some people use more than one power that does that, and that's also, if you have any problem with rage crashing, you might want to start with more than one that has that ability. You already got the chain. And another thing about the chain too, if the chains is a combo, so I didn't want to do that. Switch back. The chain itself was actually a combo. You could extend its extend its time by completing the combo, but you risk getting knocked back. So say you kind of want to hit it after right after 6 o'clock, but if you think you hit it too early, you can finish the combo, and it'll extend the time period, but you risk getting knocked back. Alright, yeah, and the stuff I got in my pouch, I got the boo, which I got that because it has a shield. The shield's not that great or anything, but it helps a little bit. And then I'm using the sidekick, regular trinket, supply drop. Alright, and then there's for messing around or whatever, I wouldn't use it as anything that's current level. Unless it's a duo or maybe an alert, maybe. But anything competitive, I wouldn't do melee. As I wouldn't do melee, but I'll show melee real quick. Alright, let's do a melee. Let's see what we got here. How I'll do it. All the melees reduce rage crash significantly. There's a lot of powers that do. You have to go through them and look. So if you want to use more than one that reduces significantly, if you have any problems crashing, you could throw one in somewhere. Throw another one in. Another one of these until you get the hang of it better. But let me see. This is a good one to use. I used to use this one a little bit before they made the shield better. And this one reduces it significantly. It reduces rage crash significantly. And also knocks people back. Let's see what that's called again. Violence. Alright, so if you have any problem rage crashing, so you click that. Well, there's no way you're gonna miss with these many powers. You got these. This one, so there ain't no way you're gonna crash with all those. You could switch them out with the pools. These are both pools. You could put it wherever you want to put it. You know, the shield's probably not the one you're gonna want to take out, but this is my main loadout. You know, the pools are good. I like to have pools. I'm gonna go play around with another boss somewhere else, different boss. But the knockbacks, people don't really talk about those a lot, and they're very important, you know, to help your team, you know, especially in the raids. If you could, when you knock down the bosses, it prevents them from doing a lot of their more powerful attacks. The more you practice that, the better you'll get at it. Let's see where I want to go. I think I'm gonna go for that shadow. Go play with that shadow demon and what you call it, Chaos Gotham. You know, I'm gonna mess around and get my ass kicked by somebody. Maybe, maybe not.
The forces of chaos seek to take advantage of this otherworldly curse out of Gotham. With your help, them out of our dimension, maintain battle.
If I guess around here somewhere.
These otherworldly demons threaten everyone in our
I'm gonna switch out.
My intel suggests that those unusually large
Anybody that has starting out or
together
whatever,
and stop them.
help take them out.
I'm gonna switch around. Since I'm just doing a single boss, instead of putting that hard light shield in, I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna put in this other power that reduces rage crash, which is violence. play. Probably play with one more boss. If you guys got any questions or anything, if you leave a message or whatever, or a comment or whatever. Some of you know comments talking shit. Trying to find what's this guy talking about? Trying to find a grown one. I don't know what they're doing. Alright. It'd be nice if I could run to another tank so I could demonstrate the single pools. I don't know, everybody's on the new DLC.
We need to destroy these metal invaders before they overrun Thanagar.
I'm in charge of the space sector, and frankly, it's a mess.
The best way to atone for my actions in the
I
cult
just got
is
on
to
here
work
pretty
with
much
people
to
like
make
you
this.
to fight against them.
Make this video.
We're shouldering the fate of the multiverse, and it's getting harder
My
to keep
telepathic
fighting.
scans have picked up chatter among the cult of the Seven Devils. They are planning something and must be stopped.
Alright. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do the melee. The fucking melee
The
loadout.
cult of the Seven Devils has been purifying nth metal in
Yeah,
an
this guy right
attempt
here
to
will kick
revive
your ass. You gotta be careful with him.
before they resurrect
Looks like there's a
man.
good handful of people here. He ain't too bad for starting out, but he doesn't stay that way. You get him down more than halfway, he gets kind of gets a little bit more feisty. Fuckers want to join up or not, or it doesn't fucking matter. That bullshit. Alright, well, I think I'm about done with this. I'll show you my
That was only an apparition of Onimar's sin.
DPS loadout real quick, I guess. Yeah, I haven't been DPSing with this guy a lot, so you know, I'm using basically melee. I got this in there. I'm using Outrage, Dreadful Blast, Lacerating Chain, the Berserk. Just one more card that needs change, pretty much. Probably throw the Strategist card in there if I get it up to 80. I got the Eye of Gemini and the Scrap of Soul Cloak. And it's just the basic, you know, this stuff just, if you need it, whatever. Basic melee. And I use, a lot of people don't use this power, but I just prefer it. I know how to use that spin. That power that makes you spin around or whatever. Rage tanking will basically do the same thing as a melee. Let's do this. If I wanted a melee. If I wanted a melee as a tank. Which that's for messing around and whatever. I wouldn't use it, nothing, no real. Nothing that's nothing that's competitive. So let's have a quick look at what that might look like. Alright, so we got that chain, I got that. Take the pool out. Alright, yeah, I'll take it out for now. We're just gonna do melee. Ooh, melee. Tank melee. Yeah, I just do these powers wherever. I ain't used to using them there, but it's basically the same thing. All the melee powers I'm not used to them being where they're at. All the melee powers significantly reduce rage crash, and the chain cancels it completely. Let's switch back to that tank and my DPS. Yeah, I got a new mic. I had another video on here, but my mic was shit. Let's see. Let's tank roll. Ready to load out. This would be, I'll show you real quick. Well, the tank, it's basically the same shit, kind of. Look at that. What are we gonna put, a pool or a shield or whatever? Figure. This would be a tank melee. I'm gonna go over here and get my ass killed because I ain't used to having these powers where they're at. You know, you get powered back when go fuck with DPS roll. Yeah, tank melee will just be the same shit except you use the melees. I mean DPS roll though. Right now. Alright, I'm gonna make that it. I'm gonna close it up. And if anything, you guys could leave me a message or a comment or whatever if you got any questions.